when I go in the studio, bro, I automatically know where to take my breaths at because I've rehearsed my stuff before I even went in there. Like
Right.
I don't write in the studio, especially not when I know it's paid time. Like if I have to pay $60 an hour and I got 2 hours booked and I come in the studio and I'm writing, then obviously I
That's
shouldn't even
nothing
be
home.
in here. Yeah, right. I shouldn't be in here right now because one, you might get a brain freeze or a brain fart when you in the studio writing, and then you just wasted 2 hours of his time and your time, which he don't care because he getting paid for it. But he like, all right, just come back tomorrow. We can do this again. He hoping you can't come up with nothing tomorrow because it's just free money for him. But for you, for you, if you're not already somebody who's big and you're not pulling in no money from it, then you wasting a lot of money and a lot of time, man. And I just keep that in mind when I'm doing something, like I'm telling you, bro, I've seen this before, man. I go to my studio sessions, and when I was paying for studio time, because I got my own little setup now. And so
Mhm.
when I would go in there, I would see cats in there, they still writing and they got half the song done, and he like, yeah, I'm gonna come back next week and record the rest. And then when I get in there, I come with like 6 to 8 songs, right?
Mhm.
And I finish at least 6 of them in the 2 hours that I'm recording. And the engineer is looking at me like, bro, you like the dopest dude I ever seen come in here. You don't even have a pen and pad, and you rapping all this, and some of them have no choruses. It's like 3 minutes long, bro. He's like, how you doing this and this and that? I rehearsed before I come in here, bro. Like I didn't come in here to play with you. I didn't come in here to waste time. I know what I need to come in here and do, and that's what I do. Like this, I'm really serious about it. And people who do that, they are just doing it for like what I said I used to do it for, just to let the homies hear it. And then, a couple people around the neighborhood. But when you serious and you want the whole world to take you serious, that's how you got to carry yourself. If I
Mhm.
come in there and my song is halfway done, the engineer gonna look at me like, oh, he's just another guy I'm gonna get money off of. But if I come in there and do it where I'm getting 8 songs done in 2 hours, the next time a famous rapper come in there to record with him, he gonna be like, hey, it's this one cat that I want you to work with, bro. I'm telling, he came in here and did 8 songs in 2 hours. You need to work with him. You need to check him out at least. So I keep that in mind, man. Just handling business the way it's supposed to be handled instead of, half ass and everything.
Nice, nice. No, that's just a good example of how like it's actually another form of an image, and you're holding up a good business image. That's practical because you're not wasting money, but you're not the only one in the room. So like when people see that you're serious about this stuff, a lot of times they'll get on your side, whether they realize it or not. Like the engineer may not even intended, even thought about actually saying that to the next biggest rapper that comes through there, but you pop in their mind because their process is similar to what you're doing. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
wait. Let me happen to mention this. Now, I think a
Mm-hmm.
lot of what you said, maybe the internet has something to do with this, but I think the perfect example is like the movie Notorious, right? Where it was
Mm-hmm.
right when Biggie had recorded is before he recorded the Juicy song. But Puppy's kind of convinced him like, look, that street side, that street rap stuff, that's side B, but you got to give me something to play on the radio. He's like, look, if I spit this stuff, cats gonna be laughing at me. They gonna be laughing at you all the way to the bank. He's like, man, I'm gonna need some time. So he brought some ladies over, got some inspiration. Then he finally got in the studio and knocked it out. But he did
Yeah.
everything in the studio as far as like writing and all that stuff. So people might have that general image of like, hey, that's how the process goes. But they're on a label that has that studio sitting there and it's already paid for. You got to pay
Yeah.
for all this stuff, so that's stupid for you to do.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like you shouldn't go in there unprepared.
We actually, you kind of touched on this in the beginning, but are there any studio hacks that are good to know for like beginners?
You mean like ones that they can use for their own self?
Just in general. So like, someone's got the talent, they start rapping, they got the lyrics down and they need to go to the studio to, make this happen. Are there like any well, maybe studio hacks is the wrong word, but is there some stuff that they should know about the experience that's good to know ahead of time? Now
Um,
you did touch on this heavily earlier, so like that might have been like already good to
um,
know. Yeah.
I know. Before I got my own setup, if I was going to a professional studio, it's this app called BandLab that allows you to record on your phone. So all you need is headphones, like your phone headphones, and you can record on there, or you can get that. It's like a camera plug in that you can put in your phone, and it got the camera port on there, and you can plug an actual mic into that, a USB mic, and
Mm-hmm.
you could record like a snowball. You could plug a snowball mic in there and
Mm-hmm.
record your songs there, and they allow you to mix your own songs on there and everything, and it don't cost nothing to go on YouTube and look up how to mix on there. And so that's another thing that you could do, or just like I said, just come prepared to that studio session because that's that's your money, especially if you one of them cats that you working a regular 9 to 5 and you don't have the resources like that, so you got to go to a professional studio. Just
Mm-hmm.
go prepared, like never go in there already had the beat sent to his email or on the USB where he can find them easily. um Make sure that you not letting the engineer waste your time also, because they
Mm-hmm.
use different little tactics to waste your time also, like trying to adjust the mic for you, and yeah,
Man.
they do little stuff, bro. I just sit around, they let you hear they beats that they made, and if you're not there for that, then don't let them distract you, because that's wasting your time, and you paying for this time. So make sure if you are listening to the beats they made, they already mixed your song how you want it mixed. Um, you already got as many of the songs as you want to get done, and you're not still having to do stuff in the studio. Just come prepared and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. And like I said, watch them, because I had to learn that on my own. Like me and
Mm-hmm.
my brother going to the studio, and we'll talk about it afterwards about how like the engineer was, he kept talking to us throughout the session because the song was so good, but we still in the middle of recording it, and he want to keep chopping it up about it, which is cool. I don't mind chopping it up, but we can do that after I get everything done and I'm outside of the studio, or
Right.
they want to kick back and take a smoke break with us, and we still got like 30 minutes or an hour left on our time. And we just like, okay, cool. But in the end, when we started realizing what was going on, we was like, oh, okay, I see what he was doing. Yeah, I was like,
Getting
I
on
see
some
what he was
game.
doing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh. So in the long run, what he was doing was wasting our time. So we'll have to come back to the studio and record some more, or get it all the way mixed and mastered. And some of these cats, they charge 300-400 just to master your songs, and it just don't make no sense to me when I can do all this at home. My thing is just do it at home. That's it. Don't You can go on Google and Google microphone microphone. What's the word I'm looking for? Where it come with multiple things, microphone bundles, and it'll pull up the microphone, the interface you need, the headphones, the
The soundproof panels. You need the soundproof
yeah, yeah,
room.
the pop filters and all that. And it'll give you all that in one package to where you can start your own studio at home for $200, bro. It do not cost that much. I promise you. $200 at the and that's gonna get you a nice mic. The interface is gonna be good for what you're trying to do. And the only other thing you would need is acoustic foam for your walls, and to get your sound the way you want it to sound. Like
Mm-hmm.
this album, I dropped it in my room, bro, and I'm telling you, it don't give off that kind of sound, bro.
So
It's
that
just
was made in your room.
yeah, that song that I just put out, I made that in my room, and in the
Damn.
middle of the room.
Oh, that speaks for itself.
Yeah,
Damn, a studio hack. Just make your own.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. All you need, bro, is all the stuff I just said, bro. That's all you need, because at the end of the day, they gon' find ways to waste your time in that professional studio. And then if you already know how you want your music to sound, 9 times out of 10, they not gonna understand how you trying to get it to sound. And so that's another reason why I stopped going, because I don't care about like reverbs and echoes on my voice.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it clear enough for the person to hear the message I'm trying to send. I don't care about it. I say a word and then it echo for 5 minutes after. I don't care about that. I want you to hear me like Nipsey Hussle.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way he mix his, because it's just his voice. He not putting no extra reverb on there like that, to
Mm-hmm.
where it sound like it's not necessarily sounding like a robot, but it just sound like it's two voices on there.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds strictly like him. And I know they have a lot of different equipment from us people who are just starting our own studio. So when you don't have the equipment they have, you have to figure out how to soundproof your room, and
Mm-hmm.
or whatever room you're recording in, to sound almost similar to them. It's not gonna sound just like theirs, because like I said, you don't have the exact equipment that they have, but you can get it to your liking, to whatever you want your music to sound like. And that's why I
Mm-hmm.
said, I this whole album, man, I sat at the house, man, and I took time out and just did it on my own, just to see what I could come up with. And I put that song out, and I've been getting some positive feedback on it that got me like, I should have been doing it on my own from the jump, because I know what I want my music to sound like. Can't nobody else tell me that.
The studio thing, I will say this. I'm not knocking anyone who decides to just give that off to a professional. By all means, do it if you
Yeah,
feel like
yeah,
you
not
need
at
to.
all.
But I will say this. When I recorded my audiobook for The Anatomy of Financial Success, I was going to do the studio thing, but the pandemic hit. So a studio thing wasn't an option.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't about to wait till like there's question marks on when that stuff was going to end. So I wasn't just going to wait 2 years to drop the audiobook. I bought some courses online figuring out how to soundproof a room and what mics I needed and all that stuff. And I got all that and I recorded the audiobook myself and, to get it to Amazon standards and all the other standards set by these platforms. And it worked out good. And I wouldn't have thought I
Yeah,
was capable of that until I sat down and I had to do it.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, you see, we get so handicapped with the professional. Well, people who are supposed to be professional, but I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you what I want it to sound like if you are a professional engineer. But see, a lot of the people that we go to record, they not only engineers, they make beats and they rap too. And you know what they gonna do? They not gonna make your song sound how good they song sound. They just not gonna do that. That's every person that I went to. If they do music and they let me hear one of their songs, I'd be like, so you mix this? And they be like, yeah, yeah, I did this myself. And I'm just listening to it like, bro, but my song don't sound nothing like this. And I just dropped it at the same studio. And you the one who mixed it, but it do not sound like your mix. Your mix sound gooder than mine. So like, it's so much clearer than mine. And I'm just like, okay, I see what's going on. I'm gonna just do it at the house, man. Do it at the house,
Wow.
man. Do
Wow.
it at the house. I'm telling you, that's the best thing. Do it at home. And you will respect yourself more at the end, because you like, man, I could have been doing this. It is not hard. Once you get into it, it's not hard, because all you got to
Right.
do is learn your voice and learn exactly what you're looking for your voice. And you can save the presets. You ain't even got to keep doing it all. You can save the presets, put it on the next song. If it's too high, you can turn the little things down, but you can save those presets on BandLab. So that's what I do. I
Mm-hmm.
recorded on Adobe Audition raw. I don't put nothing on it or nothing. I send them I save the track, and I take the vocals and put it on BandLab and piece it all together. And I put my own little mix on there. I got a preset there strictly for my voice. And I get on there and I just whatever, like I said, if it's too loud, I turn this down, turn that down. I don't put no reverb on it or nothing. I sometimes I might, depending on how I'm feeling, but for the most part, I don't use reverb, because I feel like it take away from the message.
What's up, everyone? What you just watched was a clip from one of the episodes of the Side Hustler Society podcast. So, if you're interested in this clip, I encourage you to check out the full episode linked in the description and also on the end screen right now. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when the show comes out. And thumbs up on the video greatly helps. Appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next video.